beautiful moments, especially when we talk about the Wafcon, and we were about to observe what could be the best of women's football yet again. So the first round, which is the group stage, done and dusted. We are dipping down into, of course, the quarterfinals themselves. Now, in looking at what really we have, especially when we talk about the two legs that lead us to the final, would say it's really impressive, and of course it just brings big teams together. And now this is where you need to prove, especially around of course your game as well, if you want to win the Wafcon. So the quarterfinals themselves, when we look at what really we have right now, we'd see on the other side there is Morocco, there is Mali, Algeria, and Ghana. So Morocco, of course, from Group A, they are the favorites in this, of course, leg that we have that leads on to the final. So we'll see Morocco and, of course, Mali will be meeting each other, and of course we'll have Algeria and Ghana will be playing each other as well. Now, these are two games that obviously are really big, and in most of the times we do fear teams that have struggled the most, especially of the group stages. In this case, we do have the likes of Ghana and Mali. Algeria, very impressive this time around. They did so well. I feel this is one of the motivation they're going to have, especially going this game against Ghana as well. For Morocco, they are the hosts. Maybe they'll think like, okay, we need to do our level best, especially that we are the hosts. Now, when we look at the other leg that we have that leads on to the semi-finals and eventually to the finals, we do have, of course, Nigeria, Zambia, South Africa, and Senegal. Now, quite interesting, especially when we talk about Senegal and Zambia. Should obviously know each other very well by now because of from the same group, and Group A in itself. And we'll see Nigeria and of course South Africa, really big favorites, especially of this other leg in terms of the quarterfinals, and to qualify obviously for the semi-finals and eventually for the finals themselves. What are we looking forward to? Big names obviously crossing themselves when we talk about Nigeria with big stars right in the team, Zambia with real big deal players, Rachel Kundananji, Barbara Banda. Definitely this is a game and a half. It's a game to watch, and let's see what really is going to come out of this game altogether. South Africa is really a big team as well, with big stars and big names. They of course a team to look out forward to. Really struggled against Tanzania in the group stage, but eventually found their winning ways when they managed to win, and of course last game to qualify to the quarterfinals themselves with 7 points. Now, interesting again is Ghana, Senegal. Senegal is a team that is a blend of players that are really good, especially up front. There is nothing that we, of course, just used to write them off and not tip them to be an upsetter in, of course, this other side. So we are wait and see for the games, and eventually teams will be qualifying to the semi-finals. Now, what is more interesting is to lose a game, you are out of the tournament. But the best of course time is to play right in the quarterfinals and onto the semi-finals themselves. We have to wait and see, and definitely which team is going to make it. There is, what I'd say, nothing to lose, nothing to leave unturned, because these are teams that have, of course, proved something, that really Africa has talent, especially when we talk about women's football. Morocco from 2022, very good, and of course Ghana from 2022, very good as well. Algeria and Mali could have a lot to prove this time around. Nigeria from the previous tournament, very good. Zambia, third place team, very good. And of course South Africa, were eventual winners, defending champions at this moment. They are really good. Senegal outside the bracket, but from 2022 they were really good. So we're having all the 4 teams that have been tipped as favorites for the tournament: South Africa, Zambia, Nigeria, and Morocco still in, of course, the race for the title. We have to wait and see what really is going to happen.